5-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle made.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Gain of 20.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down at the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Whoa. Yeah.
On first down, Trubisky.
Really?
This is caught by Robinson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
2nd and 7 from the 20. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears.
12, Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Titans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I didn't even throw that.
35-yard line.
No.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
I still got it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky.
Oh, we should have picked that.
Is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver.
We should have definitely picked that.
It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Get down.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st down, Chicago.
Yeah.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Baby.
Remember, as they try to...
I need to charge my phone. I don't know where my phone charger is at.
On the ball down here, Charles. This is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser.
I didn't know he's back.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Titans nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Keeps himself upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Robert Quinn able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
Oh.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring it down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Sounds like
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and 1.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
1 yard.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
good cut.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh,
He's
the
out to
stick,
about the 37.
the stick is off right
Given
now.
4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play action game.
Stick is off
Or you
right
can
now,
come
bro.
right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Oh, man, I'll take this one.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That was
Give him
fast.
7 on the tuck and run, and it'll
I ain't
give him
know
a
it
new
was that
7 down.
fast.
Certainly making his presence felt in both
I'll
the
take it,
pass
though.
and the run game. He's having an impact.
Nobody.
His first carry of the game
Nobody
right there. He had
over.
hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now it's Trubisky.
Oh, my God.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
This is what happens with that bad Kobe. Take it.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. That
Good
one covers
catch.
24
Make up for the
yards.
last
It's a
portion,
1st
though.
down.
Robinson's a big motherfucker. Whoa. The fuck?
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On the give, this is Cohen. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31.
The tackle made
Not a whole lot
No
there. The defense was
running
ready
lane.
to look for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Again, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 22.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Running from the gun with Henry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second and inches, Tannehill complete. Smith has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Go,
and this is
boy.
picked up by the Bears.
That's not a fumble, though. Is that a fumble?
20,
That can't be a fumble.
10, and they bring
That
this
can
one
be a
back.
fumble. That's not a
fumble
fumble.
return for a Bears touchdown.
If it was a fumble, I'll take it.
Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
Midnight snack.
everything that you could possibly do. He did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. In heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Run, motherfucker, run.
Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Oh.
And his guys have got
Try
it
to get
back
him
at the
dribbling.
closing stages of the first half.
By the Bears. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Damn.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Here's second and 10. Out of the gun. Trubisky. Being chased out left. And incomplete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Pinheiro now to kick this one away.
Worst half I've ever played. Yeah, it's bad.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
That was bad. Oh my God, that was bad. That was bad. Should at least 20 0. That was bad.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Why is he so slow? So slow.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was tackled.
Good yardage there on first
We need
down.
you. Stay in the game, baby.
Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all. It'll be 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
From the 50, it's Tannehill.
Why did he slap it?
Incomplete.
Bro,
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
Nothing to do about that.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Brought down at the 15.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd and 8. Tannehill now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take it down.
Why is he so slow?
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish.
I didn't get some
But
points
who's
before.
really upset on their team?
This
The
is
defense.
ridiculous.
Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score, at least where it
Shit on the
is.
ground.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky again has it complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
First down.
Shimon.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big pickup of 38.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, Patterson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Where is the block?
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. They didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
I get right back in this play.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former first-rounder, Barkevious Mingo. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And not a whole lot to speak of
see
there.
so
Bring it down
Henry
shy
so
of the
slow
20.
in this game.
Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tannehill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 25 yards that time. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Got a man. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bears 14. Titans 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
That was a good drive.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Can't give up 3rd and 14.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
Oh, you dropped it.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Man, dropped it.
That one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the Trout. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Who's touching me?
Use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you?
Yo, I wasn't even getting
a gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten
Get
up
up.
now.
Woo, yeah!
Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The ball carrier.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Bears 21, Titans 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
34-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Sheds another. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Clock it. Almost going to throw it up.
2nd and 9.
Throw it up so that see what happens. I'm good.
Now it's Trubisky.
Oh!
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had
How is that not a fumble?
He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
I thought for sure that was a fumble. I'll take it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
How's that not a fumble?
Let a little time off the clock. Put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet.
I can't see how that's not a fumble.
Pretty good to them right now.
That wasn't even a sack.
Defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, and that won't beat us.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Tannehill. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Beautiful. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass, Max. Good pass. Good pass. Real good pass.
Now it's Tannehill.
Oh,
and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's
I'm pressing the button, yo.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well. and popped it free from his grasp.
Tannehill.
Wow. Not one guy picked that up.
Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender,
throw it up there.
I know the ball's coming out
Throw it up
high.
there.
They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
What?
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. It was almost the 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Like, okay.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears will get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Today's final score, Bears.
A road win in the National Football League, because you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Chicago, the win is their 8th on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.